In this video, we'll talk about the number 4 and 5 tabs in the drawing window here. Now, they're not numbered, but I'm just kind of doing that on my own. And those will be the unequal and window tabs. Now, those are important tabs to know because there's times where you're going to want to make panels a different width than what the program automatically equalizes them at. So you'll see that all these panels that don't have doors are all 28 inches wide. So let's say I want to make panel 6 a different width. To do that, I need to click on the Unequal tab, and I need to click Add, and then I need to select that panel as the one I'm trying to change. So you can obviously pick as many panels as you want. You can't make an entrance an unequal width because the entrance specifies the width. So keep that in mind. And you don't want to make an unequal width panel and then put an entrance in it because the program wasn't built to do that. So entrances are their own fixed width, and then unequal panels are their own fixed width, which you specify the width of. So I've selected panel 6. Now all I need to do is tell it the opening size. So let's say that needs to be 20 inches. So you'll notice that it's going to equalize the remaining lights that have no doors. So if that one's 20, the remainders are 30 and 1/16. So it's that simple with the unequal panel tab. We can close it, and as many unequals you select, those will show up in a row in this little list here. Now you'll notice these check boxes down here. Once you've added an unequal panel, you can actually select multiple panels just by clicking the check boxes. So remember, don't do an entrance, but let's say I wanted panel 3 to be unequal, and it's going to be this 20-inch width. It's as simple as just checking the box. So I can uncheck it to put it back to the way it was. Um, so that's it. Very flexible, very easy to use. Now let's go to the window tab. So window is kind of almost a misnomer because we didn't know what else to call it. We're not putting operable windows in necessarily. We're just telling the program that we're putting a piece of glass in where there's actual some vertical material interrupting right now. So if I want to make, let's say, this transom cover 3 panels instead of just the one panel over the doors. And remember, a pair of doors in the WinBidPro software is still one panel. So if I need this transom light to span between 3 and 5 and cover those 3 panels, that's what I'm going to be using the window tab for. So I'm going to click window, and I'm going to say add a window from panel 3 to panel 5 from a height of, so we're talking about the top of the door, so we're just going to say 84. So it's really the bottom of the door head, or the height of the door is what you're really trying to do, to the top of the opening, which is 120. So this is one time where you're going to enter the size, which is the top of the member. Whenever you're putting in the overall size of the opening, you're going to the very top of the opening. Whenever you're putting in the height of a horizontal or the height of a door, you're going to the bottom of the either door head or horizontal. So keep that in mind. Um, so now I can add this to the drawing, and you'll notice how that's one piece of glass spanning that entire width. So we can actually, I don't know if you noticed that there's different types of horizontals. There's 4 different types of horizontals, and we can pick which type makes up the bottom of this window. This is a little tricky because it's a transom with above a door, so a door head pretty much. So whatever, if it's a package, it's going to pick it up as a package. If it's stock length, it's going to say it needs whatever cut size to make up that length. So the horizontal type is more used when it's just you're trying to open up something within 3 panels with no door, probably. So you can then specify a different type of horizontal, which is basically just different part numbers for that horizontal and a different profile, possibly. So that's in the framing system configuration window. So watch the videos on framing systems and how they're configured, and you'll learn more about the different horizontal types. So that's pretty much it. You can delete the transom real easily by clicking the delete button, and it puts it back to normal. If I want to add again, all I'm doing is telling it. So let's say I want to do it in 7 and 8. I want to uh, just one piece of glass going above the door for the transom carrying over to panel 7. So I'm going to start from left to right, panel 7 to panel 8, from the height of the door to the height of the opening, and I'm just going to leave it at the first horizontal, and then hit add, and it's going to add that transom right there where it spans across two panels. So then later on, you can see how to split that different ways in the split tab, and you can watch the videos on that in the future. That's pretty much it for the unequal and the window tabs.